¡Ay! Ya ahorita está en vivo. Aquí con mi hermano. Hi, mi amigo. Está muy amable. How are you guys doing today? We have a good day out there in the world and this fantastic 3D, fully immersive, multi-player, multi-role role-playing game. For short, called Life. Well, it's playing points somehow. Funny game. When people go around and do work to get them hurt for less than this. I went somewhere today and went back and watched the clouds and contemplated the universe all day long. Next to a popular little waterfall. It was awesome. That's way awesome. Particularly more for the psychic benefits than the and the money. Yeah. I made it home with $100, but I overbought on fuel for the next few days. I actually only had $40 in fuel today. So. And I bought some stereo equipment. I did. I bought a coil of, I guess it's 8 ohm. I can't really read this. I don't have 20-watt bulb. Very thick. Very thick. So evidently copper is worth about, in this form, $17.50. But if you melt it down and make an ingot out of it, you're not going to get any more than 19. So it's actually more valuable in this form. I'll let you see what the margins are on that. Really dirty work, though. Well, if you want to make the real money and precious metals, be a smelter. Play both ends of the spectrum. That's where I'm planning on taking my ice cream money here pretty soon. As soon as I convert half of it to taco truck, and I know for sure I'm gonna make like, forget about it. Look, whoever you are, if you can't bring home $200 at least 7 days a week, working really part-time, like 4 hours. Now, mind you, me, myself, I'm a go-getter. I would rather go out and work 10 a.m. Saturday, one day, from about 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. or later if the situation would allow it. Because I tell you, once I get the tacos, empanadas, tortillas, sope, not sopa, 12 things. That I can make from it. Now, mind you, this sandwich board I have on my truck is going to be like 29 30-second pads. Well, probably a little bit less than that. It's probably 29, 25, and then one for the biggest bulk item, the carne asada. That'll be a quarter pan. And maybe some other things that get used more often will get more than the 30-second pin. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it really works out. So I'm looking at $1,500 for this unit. They said it might be a little bit beat up. Well, at this point in life, I would be glad if it lasts me 3 or 4 months. And here's why. If I'm making 15 to 3,000 every day on a fairly consistent basis, I could literally buy a brand new one within a week. Would I want to? No. Cash flow. Right. You want to have some amount of super positive cash flow instead of spending it as quickly as you get it. Otherwise, it never really accrues any big amount. You need to just have a couple months where you just tighten up that belt really, really good, and you lift really hard on them bootstraps. Anyways, I want to be a help, and I hope I can. My story can be your story. Just copy what I do. It's not hard. You know, driving an ice cream truck is driving around, but not randomly. You want to be very methodical about it and keep records about everything. Everything. You might not think you have time for it, but take a snapshot on your camera of your GPS every time you stop for a sale. Every time you make a sale, take pictures of GPS. Then you also know how many sales you made at every location. Or have, cue cards. You can have numbers you can put in front of the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This many people purchase at this stop, or this many people purchase units of $5 or $10, whatever metric is more convenient for you, and depending on what type of sales structure your price structure might be. I highly suggest everybody should try a mobile business. Best for the economy. Everybody's very mobile and able to seek out the marketplace where it's at in their homes, or flea markets, or festivals, or fairs, or car shows, air shows. Make trinkets and go to these things. Compete in the marketplace, because you make a lot more money handing the unit over to the person, because then they know you. They see the artist. They want to be part of the artist journey. You're a hero to them. And in that context, $5 worth of copper makes a $37 copper bracelet. 5 and the 37 with about 20 minutes of your time, if even that. I think one can be done in like 5 minutes. You could probably just even hire a salesperson so that you're not wasting your time dealing with them, but they get to see you. And the salesperson acts as an intermediary and a form of offense or barrier to keeping you from working, because you're working diligently and fastidiously the whole time and not stopping for anything but water or a potty break, maybe some food. You can make tens of thousands of dollars a day at festivals and fairs. Don't bring water. Be sure to support your fellow vendors. Buy stuff at the festival, even if you only spend $50 to $100. If there's 300 vendors in an event, and each one of them spend $100 another vendor, well, everybody would make $3,000. got to be the change you want to be in this world. That's why when I go and eat out, tip like $15. Why? Why not? I can afford it. That waitress has rent. I don't. So even if I only make a home with $200 that day, and I go out to eat once every 3 or 4 days nowadays, what's $15 when you're making thousands of dollars a week? It's nothing. Your help. Waiting tables is hard. I did that shit for like 5 or 6 years. It's hard. You got 5 or 6 tables. You got to remember who at each table had what. You know, you got to know about a million different things and all the current social issues. You got to be on your feet, and there ain't much of taking no breaks and that. Now, if you do it right, you shouldn't have to work more than 2 or 3 hours. Work a good lunch crowd, you can make $400 or $500 in a good restaurant. And if you're not, it's because you're not in a good restaurant and you're not experienced enough. God bless you. You just keep on trying and you get there one day. Shit, at Grove Park Inn in North Carolina, $2,000 or $3,000 for a casual dinner. Yes, a bowl, a container, potato chips, and sour cream dip at the Grove Park in Elaine's restaurant. They have 5 restaurants there. $150, and they make it there. That means it costs even less. It takes a chef about 30 seconds to make that little thing of dip, and it takes them probably another 4 minutes of cutting the potato and putting it into the fryer, probably fresh, because they own that chef's time, or cook, or sous chef, or line cook, whoever would be doing that type of work. Hell, not even dishwasher. That means they got like $5 of labor in it. Electricity, well, hell, their power bill is probably $40,000 a month. So I doubt the power it takes to power that fryer really costs them really anything in the world scheme of things. You know, seeing as the room is $500 or $600 a night, they're not even particularly that nice. Crown Plaza across town's nicer. Always has been. No, well, I can't say that because Crown Plaza is a Hilton, and they're not around the 50s. But hey, you know, sidebar. So yeah, I think I've discovered a whole new niche, new marketplace, more locations. I really only want to sell 50 meals a day. I'm happy with I can live nice and put a nest egg away for the future with $500 a day. 50 $10 plates. 3 for 10. Oh no. How about this? Normal street tacos. 350 each. 4 for 10. See what I did there? Instead of $14, it's $14 and then they might only get 2. Well, they're only spending $7. You're squeezing another $3 out of them I would give him 2 more tacos. Tacos cost fucking pennies. They fucking cost pennies to make. You can be fucking just generous as you want, man. It's a great customer service tool. Free really shuts up a lot of fucking complaints. And it's also something good for somebody who buys a lot of shit too. Because I might be staying a little bit. Well, let's say I have the magical recipe for $17.50 tacos. I'm talking about they've got 3 or 4 ounces of meat in them. Not the 1.5 to 2.25 most usually have. High grade tortilla, not just feta cheese, but high grade feta cheese. So an exotic taco can be copious amounts of meat, onions, and what is this stuff? You might see it. Cilantro. Now that's the basic taco. Some places as low as $2, but typically like Los Angeles is $4.25 for that. The tortilla is heated up a little bit, and it's all fresh and good. They just made it right in front of you, and a lot of them do for three for $7 type deal, or some type of deal to get you to spend more money. So they throw a couple more tacos on. Or 40 tacos for $100. What it's 425. 25 tacos would be $100. See, but people are willing to buy 3 or 4 tacos for personal consumption, and then come back later for another meal, for dinner. So you can do breakfast, just add an egg. It's just like McDonald's does. Scramble some eggs and sausage and throw it. Eggs, sausage, hot sauce, throw it in the tortilla. It's a Mexican burrito. Oh no, Mexican breakfast burrito, and it's worth $1.50. They put like 30 cents worth of meat in it and 10 cents worth of cheese. Oh, yeah, I think they're about this big. I've only made about 10,000 of them. So that's probably more for somebody else. You make 65 breakfast burritos. I used to make 300. That's where I worked at every morning, and 6 trays of briskets. I can make a tray of biscuits in 58 seconds, and they came out perfect and fluffy. It takes most people about 6 minutes to make a tray of biscuits. Like, they're getting paid by the hour. Let me take as long as possible. Right? They don't have other tasks for you to do there. I'll be like this: dunk it in, flip it up, catch it over here, put it in the pan. I'd have 2 or 3 of them in the air at any one time, and I catch them 3 at a time. I wanted to get to have time with manager, and show what an exemplary employee was and how I should be an assistant manager. Never let anybody think you're gunning for their job. Then you won't have one. They're above you. They can still fire you. It's not. Management is not always a meritocracy. It's oftentimes just fucking tenure. So what do you know about the World Health Organization associating meat eaters with Nazis? Oh my God. Our basic sustenance. Fuck you. It's always the vegans. They're always the gay vegans. LBGTQ. Yeah, wait a minute. LBGTQ is synonymous with vegan, and vegan is synonymous with LBGTQ. God bless them, but they ain't right. They ain't right. Say that, you know, hey, do whatever you want to with your own sexuality. I don't hear about it. It's not a fucking, doesn't make you a fucking superhero. I came out. He's so brave. He's like a superhero. No, he's not. Fact. And that's what the First Amendment is all about. I have the right to say that, regardless of how insultive or hurtful it is to somebody's feelings. We'll go cry about it somewhere. It doesn't give you the right to put your hands on me. Ever. What does give you the right is to come over and say, hey, you know what? I really don't agree with your attitude. And I can say, hey, I don't give a fuck. And I don't have to. Don't associate with me if you don't like that. Did I ask you to come over and speak to me? No. I can tell by your attire that we're not the same type of people. And another high horse. Yes. High horse. As I sit under a communist flag. Yep. Today was a good day. And again, I only made it home with $100. But I overbought fuel. I got a big event I might want to go to tomorrow. I'm going to just crash the fuck out of it. It's big. Well, let's just make it a surprise. Because it ain't too far from here. And that's another type of event I need to get started in too. I also have a mini robot, a donut maker. It probably needs about $350 worth of parts. So, we'll get $350 just for that. Just to have it working. I might not even be able to work it immediately. I probably have to build a table for it. I got a 5-quart mixing machine, which I think should be enough to keep up with that. It's usually the size that you see most people who sell donuts, or in this case, mini donuts do. I can just, ooh, 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 ooh. When I get the mini donut machine in the truck, since we'll have so many open holes to put stuff in, 3 or 4 of those will be for confectionery. So those are the confectionery items to put in there to powdered sugar, sprinkles, chocolate, strawberry sauce, and I also have well, that's another machine. I'll get that later. It's a filler. Get it on a stick. Get it on a stick. If I can't get my 3-compartment sink immediately, I'll build one. Hand wash and sink. I'll build one. I can well. But I do digress. And boring you is not my function in life. It's actually starting to bore me. Really hard to be humble when you're just good looking. Hey, I'm going to get a beer. No, you're still here when I get back? Man, you need a life. Oh. Nope. Nope. Nope, you're not going to. Seagrass. Remember when this meant we're leaving the truck? Yeah, this way, like the truck. Oh, hey, we're still here. How is the empty chair? Yeah. Well, anyways, I had to take care of a few things, and toodles.